channel, your ulcerative, colitis, and colon health. Yeah.
We'll jump straight in.
Presentation. Yeah, let me break it down. Right. Special guest will soon be on part 2. Bam, let's go. Let's jump straight into it. Yeah. We're gonna talk about it and we break it all down. No play time. So as Eazi does, always try to go back. You know.
So this is the gut diagram.
This is the embro.
Oh, okay.
Embroid of your of a child or a baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like, you know, when it comes to
embroid at day 25, I'm seeing.
Exactly. So this is how easy you have to do it. Before you come into any discussion about health, we have to actually know, our bodies, organs, like the neural tube. Now I broke down a neural tube and it developed into your brain. Yeah. This is how Eazi does things different, for you to have a whole understanding and perspective of how actually what's going on. So this is what you call the primitive gut. Yeah. Primitive gut is the whole system. Yeah. You got the foregut, the midgut, and hindgut. The same way you got with the brain system. Go check out the.
I remember that from that presentation on the mind thing. Yeah.
Exactly. It just shows you the stages of what the tube goes through, and as you can see, without me getting into too much details, this is what you call the primitive gut. So as the brain and the neural tube creates into your brain and your cerebral cortex and your central and peripheral system. So all your functioning, your veins and all that comes from that neural tube all the way up to your brain.
Okay.
This is the functioning of what we now consider as colon once you become an adult. But as an embryo, it starts off as a primitive gut, and this is the stages. This is how it looks in the womb. As this ain't shown, but you see the neural tube behind it.
Okay.
So within a what would I call it? In an embryo, you have 2 working functioning, developing everything that we know now.
All the organs and
all the organs. Primitive gut. That's mad. So that's just said it within the word. Primitive gut creates all your organs.
That's a madness.
So that's the link already. So
to show how it's already all connected.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the primitive gut starts developing mad words, gallbladder,
and the gallbladder,
liver, pancreas,
your
the esophagus, which is your throat. Your breathing thing, your lung bus, your respiratory diverticulum.
So that's all the lungs,
respiratory system. Without trying to break all these words down, you know what I mean? So that's all your you got your pancreas, yeah, and then this is your colon part, intestinal loop.
Okay.
So on this diagram, it shows the embryo at 25 days, where you can see not too many is formed, but you can see the duodenum. Duodenum is part of your digestive system, your stomach, your intestines. That's your small intestines, your duodenum.
Oh, okay.
Stomach again starts respiratory tract. Yeah. Okay. So it goes in there 36 days, I assume.
So might be by that stage the tongue's developed because it wasn't.
Or starts developing the tongue.
I'm just on a separate note.
Esophagus, stomach, pancreas, gallbladder again grows up. Yeah. So this is.
So it's on the 36th day of the embryo.
Exactly. So yeah, we jump straight into it. It's how easy it's gonna do it. So I kind of like obviously show you how the gut develops into organs now. We're gonna go straight and see how it's all connected. So now, as you can see, it kind of bolts in the neural tube. So it gives you a bit of the functioning of what I was just speaking about. Yeah. All those veins is what you call the vagus nerve. That's all connected into your cerebral cortex, which is your brain up top.
That's a mad thing, when you really look at it, it's just connected throughout your whole body.
The whole body. All these veins and all that. It's all connected to this one central nervous system, and then it leads into what you call your brainstem.
And then the organs are coming up for the branches of them.
And basically, that's a separate entity. The central and the peripheral nervous system, which derive from the neural tube, and then you got the primitive gut that it's got the organs. So you got two different entities branching, interlinking. So you got all these veins interlinking to the organs.
But even from this stage, you can show that where the gut is connected to all of that, and it's branched off and obviously helping the other organs develop. Show that if you look after your gut, the other organs are going to be.
That's the main point. That's the main point of the understanding of if we can go back to that other the primitive gut. That's the main point. Yeah. This is definitely you kind of put me back. That's the main factor. The main factor of primitive gut shows you that
it's all
primitive gut controls all your organs. That's the main point. You know what I mean? Obviously the images should show that, but I should definitely enlighten that. That's my main point of putting that there.
Look after your gut, you're gonna look after the rest.
That's mad, but people don't. You get it?
Yeah, but I'm guilty, bro. When they watch that as well, I'm guilty as well, taking in the info. I'm still on the bad sorry.
Yeah.
Still on the bad habits and whatnot. Yeah.
Now, but the thing is, about this information, it just shows you, it makes you have a different type of
the outlook on the thing.
Outlook on the actual thing. So yeah, so let's go back to where it was. So again, the vagus nerve. So now, but then with this vagus nerve, this is this shows how everything's connected.
Yeah.
All the signals get sent to your brain.
Yeah.
The colon, it just kind of breaks down how the entities within the colon have a direct link to your brain.
Yeah.
So your hormones, your transmitters, you know what I mean, 90% of serotonin get developed in your gut. So the hormone that makes you feel happy, dopamine.
Okay. Yeah.
So that means that what's influencing the colon can have a direct
back up to that,
to your brain. So again, here it's kind of give you the pathways. That's what they call the pathways. This is a link from your gut into your brain.
Big brass clot.
So you got autonomic pathway, immunomolecular pathway, neuroendocrine pathway. This is neurotransmitters, hormones.
Okay.
It's a form of is this communication? Neuropeptides, micro-derived products. Microbe-derived products. Neuropeptides, that's protein. And then you got messages, which is neurotransmitters. All from micro-derived products. Microorganisms straight into your brain. So let's go. And they communicate straight back.
Just gonna see, they hope to see the full circle.
The back forth. Well, so yeah, I hope, you know what I mean, people can see exactly what's going on. So at this combo that we're talking, it's gonna be in the Pacific area. We got the small intestines, where you got the duodenum, the ileum, and the duodenum, the ileum, and there's something else I can't remember, man. The third one, duodenum, the ileum.
Either way, or even on this side there on the right, you can see how it's connected in.
Yeah, but we're not even going to be talking about that. I forgot what the first part of the small intestines that is with, but we're going to be talking about the large one. So with the large one, we're dealing with all of these factors here.
Is that one on the left just the large one?
Just the last one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But you can see how all the organs all like next to each other, show how it's all kind of like close.
I didn't know the appendix down there.
Appendix, arectum, sigmoid, descending colon, transverse colon, ascending colon. You know, so what we're going to be dealing with when it comes to the ulcerative colitis, we're going to be dealing with descending colon and sigmoid colon.
But then obviously for people that's obviously trying to understand that kind of factor, large intestine.
Yeah, this subject is going to be specifically talking about these factors because this is where it actually affects the person the most. The whole colon health is more than this one build. You get it? So I'm going to be talking about this because each part of the colon, that gets damaged will affect certain areas of your body.
Oh, them ones there. Okay.
That's how deep, so I haven't got the right diagram, but I'm going to pull it up when I find it. It will show you certain parts. This part of the sector that we're dealing with can deal with how you can have problems with your eyes.
Okay.
So problem with your eyes, problem with your having issues with arthritis.
So it's like depending on the section that's damaged will depend on what organ you might have issues with.
Yeah.
Or part of your body you got issues with.
If you have issue in your eyes, then you know that there's an issue within that colon area.
See that Monday that wear glasses and whatnot, so your colon, your eyesight might get better.
Exactly, and it's a simple factor like that. Or cut out the food or the input of what's actually causing a damage within the area. This whole presentation is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy because it's mad. So we're dealing with the sigmoid colon, descending colon, but obviously you've got the top one, transversing colon, and ascending colon, and you got the appendant and whatever you need there. But with this topic,
and obviously more time as well. Because when they say appendix, they push down there, so it makes sense.
You see it.
So we're gonna talk. That's what I'm saying. When people have a problem with their appendix and they have to cut it out and all them mad things there.
Appendix, yeah. So even then, that's a whole nother subject.
That's another thing there.
You get where I'm coming from. So we're gonna just jump onto the next slide.
Next slide.
Easy herbs. So
ulcerative colitis.
Yeah, there's different pronunciations. So,
but is that the condition which is causing that part in red?
This is the area where
that's what that condition is called, basically.
Yeah, because different areas you got the Crohn's disease.
Okay.
Which is deals with part. Yeah, Crohn's disease deals with the other part of the areas, which then functions and then cause a madness. But we're gonna go on to the next slide. So this is what I just explained. Okay. What is ulcerative colitis, yeah? Obviously the diagram, UC, I'm going to say UC because I'll keep on fumbling when I speak the word. But again, UC is one of the two main inflammatory bowel disease. While patients may exhibit multiple symptoms of colon in the main organ affected, in general, UC begins in the rectum and moves upwards. So, rectum and move upwards, this is where it starts occurring. Obviously, it says it for itself. With the 5 main UC, you got different parts. UC, Colitis, pancolitis, acute severe UC, and sigmoitis. And left-sided
colitis as well.
Colitis, yeah. So again, the ulcerative colitis located in the rectum. This is a mild form of the disease. Bleeding might be the only symptom.
Okay, so or even break down to symptoms to show
which one that you might have. But the pancolitis, which is more severe form of the disease. The pancolitis is difficult to control and it begins in the rectum and ends up to your assessing colon.
See what it is as well, man.
It kind of runs all the way around.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say people that, because bro, trust me, people be going through certain things, like, you know, like they say when you go when you go loo, you should look behind you and see red hands, see blood in, you get me, certain signals and whatnot.
It's going to be more signals that you don't even have to look in the loos. Or I'm going to show you a thing where it's kind of considered as the norm. Yeah, I'm going to show you something that might be considered as the norm, but it's not actually norm, depending how bad it is. So acute severe UC is a rare one, and it's fermented colitis. These patients have more than 10 BMs per day. I don't know what that is. Continuous bleeding, pain, acute, that's a little bit mad, fevers, and
anorexia as well.
Develop a high rates of toxic megacolon and bowel perforation. I'm assuming that
they're going through that, boy. They know
it's not leaking gut.
They know they got that if they got that, bro.
Yeah, and then you got the sigmoiditis, which is probably in that sigma area of the colon, which is involved in the lower portion of the sigmoid, which it says it's in the name, colon, the rectum, bloody diarrhea, cramp, and etc. The left side colitis is the rectum through the sigmoid colon, and the transverse colon are affected in the form symptoms of bloody diarrhea, cramp, and weight loss.
And they're showing what two
obviously I'm showing you two different. Now this ain't under the thing. This is just two different forms of inflammatory bowel disease. So IBD. So yeah, and as you can see where this occurs, but it can travel all the way throughout your colon though, if you don't treat it
in certain times.
So that's mad. Let's go. Let's roll. So again, another source. Obviously, source up, because when we speak, we source up. Again, UC is a chronic condition that happens when you have inflammation in your colon.
Inflammation.
Most people, inflammation. So most people with UC experience periods of symptoms of flare-ups. So flare-ups, you know what the flare-ups are, and by a period of remission without symptoms. So basically, people can be going through pains in their stomach that they don't know, and your body's re-healing it back again. So you can be eating food and having like pains and or might be going loo and having fine type of stuff, and you're thinking what's going on, and you just think that I might not be used to the food, but you could be even be suffering from mild symptoms of UC.
Condition, because I was gonna say, like they say, when you should look back when you go to the toilet and it's got the signs there where bloody diarrhea, or not even bloody diarrhea, it says diarrhea and bloody stools. Yeah, they say that 25% of UCs eventually develop the condition and associated with the symptoms. Again, like we just spoke about, inflammation can spread into your bones, joints, arthritis, eye, skin and liver, symptoms, pain, again. So what is it? Itchy eyes.
So we know. So what the source is saying about what causes it, it's a little bit complex. That's the thing. I'm only gonna because you have genetic factors where
it could be passed down.
It could be passed down, but
your immune system.
With the dietary aspects of genetics, things can be altered. Genetics can be altered. Food.
So like triggering shit.
Yeah, triggers can be, you know what I mean? So you can pass down different genes, you get it? So this is where it's a little bit complicated. Problematic, because the scientific field will just say genes and they won't empathize on how it works. And if you look at the genes, you can find out certain dietary change genes and put genes in isolation. So with most of the scientists, agree that the most related is the overactive immune response.
Okay.
That's very important. Overactive immune response. Your immune system is doing a job to protect your body from germs and pathogens, but sometimes the immune, same with the arthritis, but it might not.
Itself kind of.
Yeah, it's not identified, but and it causing inflammation and tissue damage. So let's go. Okay, actually no, before we go, we look most people that get diagnosed between the age of 15 to 30. So it's a young man thing as well.
Most people are diagnosed between 15 and 30.
Ethnic, racial groups. There's higher risk in Caucasians.
White people.
Yeah, white people. So.
Okay.
And
you're at risk of UC if you're white.
Yeah. That's why.
Mad source still, but especially.
Yeah, but but most of them will say that.
If you're Jewish descent.
But most of them will say that.
Okay, you're most.
So it's not even like a source that you won't find, because because not one of them ones where we have to accept certain factors that will occur within ethnic groups.
Just like if sickle cell. Like
exactly, anemia. You know, so genetics is more. Any cool, just go. Okay, genetics. No, let's speak to people that might know, that want to know. You're more likely to develop UC in a first degree related parents. That's genetics. Have it. Up to 20% of the people with UC have family that have it, or
like Crohn's disease.
Crohn's disease. Let's go. Okay, more symptoms. That's back to that same source. Again, microbiome. Gut microbiome. Your gut microbiome consists of bacteria, viruses, fungi, digestive system. Yeah, we talk about that. We should know. I have to repeat it again. Like a microbiome. That's like that's my
area of work. Yeah, bro.
That's my teaching tool with any situation with their health. I always like, if it ain't elimination diet, I can stop eating what you need to. Stop eating whatever. Is then let's look at your microbiome. Let's see what, you know what I mean. So again, look, think of your gut as an ecosystem. People with UC have different type of microbiome. Again, it's kind of referring to the ethnic group, which is some sources that can validate the diversity in African people to Caucasian people. So other factors like stress as well. Again, that's very important.
Yeah,
so I'm glad that, obviously, just in case I might miss certain points, I got a source that reads it out. Stress and your diet don't increase your risk of developing
UC.
Don't increase your risk of developing, but it can trigger symptoms like flare up. One of the best things you can do if you're diagnosed with it is to note your triggers and avoid them. So how does UC affects the body again? Can damage your liver.
Rust start. Wait, hold on a second.
Called blood.
So
blood
if you got
clots.
UC, all of them things affect.
It can affect, yeah.
Skin, eyes,
Growth problems.
The blood clots, bro.
Growth,
The
sexual
liver.
dysfunctioning.
Man,
You know what I mean?
The way called
Anemia as well, because when you're leaking, because you know when you go loo as well, your colon that part of the colon absorb a lot of water. So that's why you get diarrhea, because it's not absorbing the water.
Okay, yeah.
So what it does is it releases out when you go to the loo. So
bone loss, you know.
arthritis, anything.
Okay.
As you can see.
Okay, so hold on a second then. So people that suffer from arthritis, they got colon issues.
No, not really.
Oh.
It's not already. It's more of people that have arthritis.
It can, but it might not be the.
Yeah. There's many factors that can create other things, but then again, regardless, if you have eye issues or even have arthritis, you wanna shut down at your colon regardless.
To help that, yeah.
Because what the doctors would do, it was just examine and then try to
just that one isolated.
your intellect your cartilage within your bones, and try to swap that. But then because we know about arthritis is inflammation, so your immune system is gonna probably come back and start attacking it because you haven't sorted out the
main issue.
The main issue. The main issue starts in the colon. It doesn't start anywhere else. Before you have eye disease, blood clots, or anything, you want to check out your colon. That's the main point of this discussion today. Let's go. But at least you know what to attack. Let's go to the next.
I was just thinking about someone that had blood clots, but yeah.
No, but even then, it's not always the fact.
I know.
Yeah,
but
so it's not.
But imagine this one, they couldn't find no thing, and I'm thinking, bro, check out the colon though. But
what?
Because
you know what it is when it comes to when it comes to circulation, we know that it's a pluggage somewhere.
Yeah.
But then again, go back to what's plugging it.
Yeah.
Saturated fat.
But that's what I'm saying. Because put it this way, for that example, they gave generic.
Genetics, yeah.
No, not even genetic thing. That they gave the Google answers of why they could have had blood clot, but it wasn't really making sense. So if they would have, like you said, dig deeper or even this kind of stuff.
Yeah, circulation. You want to increase that. You know what I mean? Even up to spices and herbs. Obviously, if you're not a spicy fan, you get mild. You know what I mean? But you want to help circulation, stretching. Inflammation in your thing it's an area where it's this flood of restricted flow of anything.
So you've stretched it out.
You just stretch it out. You know what I mean? That's why all this like massages and all the type of things there is very good for the body. Again, this is normal colon. This is how the colon should look like. On the picture one there, small intestines we already know right now. UC, can you see the damage starts occurring? Okay, continuous inflammation. Alright, cool. That's on the.
Was that like an X-ray thing?
That's a scan thing, yeah. So we go have a look at some more images. Definitely, bro. So again.
Oh wait, hold on though.
What, bro?
That's the camera thing, isn't it?
That's the camera thing in there, yeah.
Madness, what they're seeing still.
Yeah, it's a little bit mad. I would have definitely put up on the video thing, but you can see the right here. Crohn's disease is on the right. Crohn's disease is much severe. You see, because he ain't no fucking joke, blood. Yeah.
That's looking mad.
That's because you got layers of your colon. Yeah, the skin layers. You got the mucus layer, and then you got the submucous layer, and then you got the muscle tissue. So if you start beating through the layers, then you're gonna be on the outside of the tear. That's when it can cause fucking. So that's when it can cause death. Yeah. Because your blood you'll be leaking gut. You'll be leaking. So anywho, this is some images. You can see the transverse area of the colon. So it has actually transported all the way up. Transversion at the top. So the descending part of the colon extended, yeah. And then again, this is the tissue that it causes it. Yes, it starts to deteriorating through the mucus layer, and then the submucus, and then it can enter out onto your. So we go on. Look, that's how it look. That's the damages, and then with that damage that occurs, inflammation immediately will start occurring. So that means that mucus will start flooding the area, and then that's when the immune system starts trying to find out what's going on, because they think there's a virus actually attacking itself, but it's just them ramping wild, trying to clear up everything and then cause self-harm.
to start attacking itself.
Exactly. Because it can't find where it is. You know, so we go on to the next one. So that's deep. Again. See, look, the mucus. The mucus, the elevation, inflammation to severe. So look, so this is where you start seeing the mucus first. The first mucus layer started getting in, and then the moderation, and then severe, the mild, yeah, because it's taking out the layers of your skin, bro. It's
eating away kind of
it's
thing.
eating out away. Look, and then as you can see, boy, I don't know. It's a little bit of a mad thing, because boy, when people even up, I'm gonna show you simple things that you think is normal, brother. Just have a look at what's going on in your colon. Let's go to the next one. Okay, look again. Host is you. Again, so this is the layer that I was speaking about. That's inside, that's outside. Yeah. So the inside is your mucus layer, submucus, and then the muscle tissue. Yeah. Host, dietary. We're just gonna talk about what we can deal with. The thing is, with certain factors. We can say it's genetics. You get where I'm coming from, and we seem to just think that we can just leave it at that, or it's genetics. Let's not do nothing about it.
But there's shit you can do about it.
But for one, you can change. You can
change that diet.
Yeah, you can switch up.
Help with the situation.
Everything that you put into your colon has an effect on your genetics, in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Switch certain make certain factors go in dormant, which means sleep. Switch couple switches off. Put cancer cells in dormant. Give them no nutrient for them to thrive off.
And then
and then it'll just your immune system's gonna be able to attack it and wipe it out. So again, this is another factor that we want to look at. Bam. So this is what we can do with. So what I was saying is, let's deal with what we can change, what we can do to stop these type of fucking. Man, come on. Stop these type of incidents from occurring, or even triggering, or creating it. And obviously, it's whatever you put into your body.
Yeah, 100%.
This thing here is a factor that scientists are looking at, and it's what you call H2S, which is hydrogen sulfide. Yeah. So we're gonna go into that. Well, yeah, we go into that. As you can see, protein can create hydrogen sulfide. Bile, which we need, is created by the liver. Also can create bile is what kind of breaks down the food when it goes through your, you know what I mean? When you go through your diet. Exactly. So you need bile. You can't eliminate that. Protein, you need protein, and even up to that's even a form of taurine. That's like an amino acid. So that all contribute to that. Let's figure out what the hell is that H2S, hydrogen sulfide. Okay, different types of sulfide. People hear sulfur, you know. I always talk about the sulfur amino acid. I say, high sulfur amino acid like methionine keeps cancer cells alive. Sulfur keep on popping up.
I didn't even know there was 3 types: sulfur, sulfate, and sulfite, boy.
Exactly. Yeah. So we know the element, sulfur. Yeah. But add couple 4 oxygen to it. It's called sulfate.
Okay. Different elements added to that sulfur.
Exactly. It's always when it comes to most of diet, it's always the oxygen, and then it goes and it can be used for other stuff. People use it for what? Food, preservative, reducing agent. Reducing agent in scientific words means giving something an extra something.
Okay.
Yeah. So water treatment, additive. So these are used in many ways. This is rubber. So we know sulfur can be used in many, but as it says, the difference between that, basically the long, short down is
breaking them down.
It's the oxygen atoms that get added. One get you know what I mean. One's sulfate, it's got 6. Sulfide, it's got
4.
Fate, it's got 4. Yeah. So we go into the content of sulfate content in the food and beverage. Abstract, go to the abstract, the main point of it, you can read it, all the sources are there, go look it up. I think it's a good source to read, but my main point of the discussion is what we're dealing with the UC, yeah? So high sulfate foods, including bread, soya flour, dry fruits as well. But then again, when you go to the shops though, and you see the packs, it's got hydrogen sulfide in there.
Okay.
So they use that to actually turn the fruit dry without having it naturally dry, sun-dried.
That's high sulfite thing there,
Yeah, high sulfite.
But you know how people bang on and be like, yeah, blood is healthy thing.
Exactly. So
but it's consideration high kind of,
You'll find some like broccoli, kale is high in sulfite, but obviously there's levels to it. Yeah. So the thing is with the sauce in it, they will show you content of like fruit and veg. But then when it comes to actually looking at the comparison between meat sauces, they won't do that comparison. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different. And then again, sausages. Yeah. Again, higher sulfate, beers, wine is you know what I mean? So we go on to the next one. This is just breaking it down. Yeah. So okay, now this is
what stinks, you know.
This is where
if they got them rotten belly lads.
This is where a lot of people's comment stuff that people think is normal. How normal is it? Because you know what I mean? Brother, listen, if your face is like that when you go to the loo, bruh. And you know what though? No. But makes sense, but you know what though, bruh? The way I think Acid was kind of like improvising it more on when he was talking about man. I think he kind of, you know what is it? I think he's like he knows without knowing.
Oh, them ones.
He knows something that's not right without even knowing the science behind it.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely right. When you know what I mean? When things brother, that's mad. Because what it is, brother, that smell is hydrogen.
Rotten eggs, brethren.
Sulfide. That's the smell of your farts.
If you're smelling like that, there's something wrong with you.
That's the smell that comes out when you
if it's
release, brother.
If you're smelling like rotten eggs, there's something wrong with you.
That's what it's yeah, I know.
There's something wrong with you.
Listen, but you but bad. That's what it means.
That's a good indication.
Yeah. If you're smelling bad.
Quick indication.
Yeah,
if you pop and you just have to, what do you call it? Evacuate the room, blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
No doctors, bro.
So now, but it's the levels of bad, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because no, but the thing is, hydrogen sulfate, if needed, it's a balance.
Okay.
So you ain't gonna get away with it, but you know certain levels. You get where I'm coming from? Yeah. So this source kind of just give you type alignment because, bro, there's a lot of stuff where you know what I mean, where man's rank and then not said I say that, bruv. It's just something that you might have to consider. It doesn't mean that you have UC.
Oh, okay.
But everything there is not. You know what I mean? Even
it's just high. If it's an eggy one, it's high sulfate blood.
If you have eye issues like how the occipital and all that, brother, you might just be lacking zeaxanthin and lutein. So you might have to introduce goji berry into your diet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that you know what I mean? Exactly.
Okay, I was jumping still.
But even then though, bro, this is how Eazi does his research. So I'm gonna show how it always breaks down. It's gonna break down crazy. You're gonna like it. Because then, you know, like mad smell, you know you might have to just change up.
It's
an indication. It's an indication of changing your diet. And that's the rule, yeah? But within that source, you can read it, what stinks, the role of hydrogen sulfide in the gut. Get that source, read it, you understand exactly what we're laughing about and what it is in the serious thing. But my main point of this source as well, it indicates certain bacteria, microbes.
That's clear. Was it some gut microbiome salmonella?
Salmonella, Archaea, and Fusobacterium, and there's many more. There's one called Biofila, and there's one called Protobacterium, and there's another one called disulfuro, or Biro. Yeah, those bacteria that you need to know about when you come to the UC. So. Again, like I said, it doesn't indicate that you have UC. But
I was jumping.
But I'm gonna read. Most people are likely to experience high H2S at some point in their lives. The gas of electric-rich molecules consist of sulfur atom flakes with 2 hydrogen. Is used generally in various industries, so they use it. Yeah. But the thing is, it's like having hydrogen and sulfide. It's not the issue.
Okay.
Yeah? It's about the metabolism within your cells. So that means that if you eat or utilize that, it's not going to cause... it's not going to create the issue. What creates the issue is the bacteria.
Okay.
So the bacteria don't take hydrogen sulfide.
Okay.
Not them ones, There's other ones that use it for energy. They use it like how cells use ABT oxygen or whatever for ABT energy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's like I can see it there. How if the amount of H2S, if it's too much H2S, that's when it come out like that.
Nah, it's not even that. Nah, it's not even that. Nah, yeah. But. Wait.
So it's like, however, if the amount of H2S overwhelms on the last section there, near the you see that top paragraph, go down a bit, However, if the amount of H2S
overwhelms the cell's ability to use
they can't detox that thing, it's gonna come out.
So you but
you have too much of that thing there.
100, but I was trying to make the point is if you have some, because like you said, you see it in fruit and veg, you see it in fruit and veg. So that means that the main factor is, it's not the fact that you consume it, it's about, because your cells need it. Certain bacteria needs it to use for energy to stay alive. But it's how much for one, and I think how much for one. Yeah, so that means that you'll see veg like kale and spinach on there, high, even if you get raisins, that's high in sulfate. It's not gonna cause. It ain't the major problem. It's the bacteria that's already in your colons that's waiting
for that.
For a sulfur components to convert into it. So these bacteria don't. If not, these bacteria creates it.
It's from the bacteria, but if it's got not too much of an amount of it, then it can produce it properly, or shall I say?
If these bacteria, look, I'm not gonna try to thingy this source, but what I know of this is that there's bacteria that make it. They need components, so they need sulfur content. So it's not specifically sulfur. It's not specifically that. It could be something with sulfur, like methionine is a protein, it's an amino acid that you can get high in meat source. If you have high methionine, these bacteria will use it with other components to create that.
That will come out of that basically.
Exactly. So once they use that, as the same way normal cells use oxygen to stay alive, these bacteria will use sulfur components and then produce that
H2,
and then
that's what will kick out of it,
that will be released in your colon in that area that gets affected. You get where I'm coming from? So instead of just eating it and then having it come into your small intestines and then your bacteria might use it anyway, you're putting more than just that, and they're creating it and making it up. As it says, look, some guts microbes, Salmonella, Escherichia, Fusobacteria or more generate H2S by breaking down sulfur-containing amino acids, like cysteine and taurine for energy. So we definitely, so you got the contents, all of it. Basically, it's a mad thing. That's the end of the, you know what I mean? The end of the thing. The thing is that, boy, it's a little bit crazy. So such sulfurous substrates that may be a source from the host diet or the host itself. For example, taurine is often derived from micro metabolism from bile acids. So they take it not even just from the diet, it's whatever, not just directly from the diet. Your bowel is used to break down the food. So when you eat food and it contributes to the bowel, the microbiome feeds off the bowel.
So it depends what you're feeding that will fill the,
It's crazy. It's complex in so many ways, and this is the bacterium that I was talking about. This is the main culprit with disulfide genesis, which also produce reduction of sulfate through another method, as you can see, SO sulfate oxygen 2 plus a -4. That's another compound that's naturally found in various drinks and water. So we got bacteria that will use any source to try to create that. So it's not even, it's what you drinking water, you can have these bacteria. So regardless, it's the H2S creating bacteria that we really want to focus on. That's my issue. You get it? So let's jump straight on to the next one, yeah.
It's another part of it.
Last part of it, where it talks about exactly what these problems. For one, too much H2S inhibits whole cellular respiratory and inhibits a component of electron transport chain in the mitochondrial and then DNA damage. Like you said, if you're eating food with high levels of H, it can cause an overload, which then cause why does it attach the DNA? Because the microbiome use it to stay alive. So it has to go through the DNA to stay alive. So a large amount again of can't pronounce that word, but
what's it, exogenous?
Yeah, so that's like basically
exogenous
outside force can also show a denature in the protective mucus layer of your intestines. So like you were saying, like the source is saying, that basically all of it contributes to madness in your stomach. Yeah. And then look, when this happens, again, the bacteria may be granted access to underlayer of the epithelium, which is the mucus layer where I was speaking to, triggering inflammation. In fact, there is a link between H2S producing bacteria and inflammatory intestinal conditions such as inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, irritable bowel syndrome, colorectal cancer.
IBD and IBS as well, yes.
That's mad. So anything, it's like, it's basically saying that anything that's got sulfur in there, you want to kind of like have in consideration. Not so I say you have to limit it because I'm going to show you on the next slide.
I'm going to say you got the people there suffering IBS as well. It's a common one there, boy.
IBS, that's all different types of colon problems that people might have. This is basically showing you how things get converted into that.
Oh yeah, okay.
So it's showing you cysteine, and it goes through the homocysteines, methionine again. These are all amino acids that's sulfur based.
Okay.
Not all
sulfur.
Exactly. So not all substance or not all amino acids are sulfur based, but these ones are popping up. So now it's like what diet you have high in methionine.
Oh yeah, so yeah, we can kind of work.
And then you're like, I don't need too much methionine. How much? This can be created by the cells. This can be created by cells through methylation. So all it needs is cysteine and I think methionine, and then they can create
the
cysteine. So you don't even need to have food that contains all of that.
But you can just eat something else for it.
And it will create the third.
Yeah.
So, and then again, you can look at some other factors, serine and all of that. This is probably different components. This is just amino acids that I know about. And then this all contribute to the contribution of H2S in your body. Yeah? And it just shows you kind of breaks down into obviously external into your internal.
Exogenous H2S production.
But finally, again, this is going through all the products, bam, and this is what it causes into your colon, bam, healthy colon. You got you still have it.
It's not as much.
Not as much. Outer layer of the mucus layer, inner layer of the mucus layer. This is the boundary that you don't want to cross, man.
So when you get IBD, see
when you get
too
IBD,
much of that.
Mad thing. Everything's going mad. Bacterial diversity. Now it start attacking. Now we want to break through. Bam. Yeah,
I see it come a tumor.
But that's Crohn's disease, I assume. The CRC. So let's go on to the next one. That's boy, crazy again. Homeostasis just shows that everything was balanced. Again, bacteria should be functioning the way it should be. Epithelial cells, like again, this is your immune system trying to find it. This immune system communicating to other foreign agents, causing death. Apoptosis, it means cell death. Yeah. Monocytes, again, form of immune system. Peripheral of the epithelial, your cells are fine, yeah? Bam. Inflammatory bowel disease. What happened, but they're breaking through, but it's mad. It's all mad here. You get it? Your immune system, this is now your fighting immune system response that comes out. And look, it's attacking anything, it's picking up stuff and it's shooting back at it. So it's opening the walls as well. impaired. It's mad. Epithelial damage, bacterial translocation. Let's go on to the next one. Do it mad again. Can't even. I have to push more. Can cause colorectal cancer as well. Healthy one. It shows again. Bam. The thing is, and it ain't just UC that we talk. It ain't just UC we just talk about. We're talking about cancer now. Bam. Genetic pro-inflammation.
So that H2S.
Again, look. Taurine, that's another protein that you find high in meat. Now, I don't want to, but you know, so, and then what creates this from methionine? Why methionine keeps on popping up? When I keep on saying foods that got high in methionine is a food that you want to stay away from, bro. It's like the thing is, that's what's so funny with me, yeah, is when I say something from a long time, and then it's like when people don't come with me, don't come to me with like issues. I won't say issues, but that's just to give advice. Yeah. Why does it always keep on bringing me back to certain components? I keep on seeing the same thing. I'm not searching for that.
For that, but every time it's a problem with something you research, that's a factor of the thing.
That's mad. Now methionine is involving hydrogen sulfate. Methionine, which is high in meat, is causing your fart to stink, blood. It's mad.
As good as, like I say, it doesn't mean they got it, but if they got that in
it don't mean that you got no correct no.
Check out the diet though.
But it definitely makes you know what I mean. Something small bad.
It can show you that you got too much of that in you.
Yeah. Bro. When things start from it's mad. But then again, this is look, all your immune system, all your immune response, everything's all good. You know what I mean? And you got bacteria that reduces it. So again, cause like I said, certain microbes. You know what I mean? Like the lactobacillus, you got the the bifidobacterium. They utilize it as energy. So when sulfate came, they utilize it, and then it just gets distributed somewhere else. So you got bacteria that you need to introduce into your body. So let's go on to the next. Kind of expose on that one still. So okay, again. Sulfur now. This source to validate exactly what we were speaking about. Yeah. So the role of sulfur in UC, again, without going into it, you can source it up. It's all here. We're not going to read what I wrote. Hydrogen sulfate may have a number of adverse effects on the bowel and may contribute to pathogenesis. In UC, hydrogen sulfate has been shown to increase epithelial permeability.
It's in moderation. If you go in the twos like it was on our diagram, that kind of level that you're doing good. You got more than that, you're going overboard.
100%. So other research supporting these findings shows an increase of reducing sulfur components. So that's the bacteria that use sulfur to generate the energy causes an irreversible inhibitor of butane oxidation. So look.
Oxidation.
Oxidation. So butyrate acid is a fat. It's a natural fat that you can find, and it's a fatty chain. As it says, short of chain fatty acids. Also products. So the fatty acid is what's going to help build your torn tissues up. So you want to be consuming foods that have high in butane acid because it helps build your it's called remission, where your body builds back itself after the attack. The remission stage. So that's a good source. We look at fatty acids. It's also a product of the colon fermentation. Unlike hydrogen sulfate, is vital to up to 70% of the energy and metabolism required by the cells lining of the bowel, the large bowel, small intestine, used as energy sources. Studies, you see, so studies indicate that butane oxidation is impaired in the biopsy of the cell lining of colon UC patients. Mad, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. Like I say, bro.
So it attacks the cell wall, the cell wall, taxing the butane acids, which is the fatty acids, long chain fatty acids. Again, studies it impairs it, and then it goes have a number of clinical trials using the tropical short chain fatty acids, especially butane, is dissolved
Was it
in order to overcome this deficiency in the butane and fructose dissolve. So they basically say that introducing it can at least start moulding it up. Introducing food with high levels of butane. I won't say high, but
with levels of that can help kind of try and balance it out.
Balance it out. Data in this area has shown promising and supports the idea of impaired short chain fatty acid metabolism by the presence of high level of sulfur.
So yeah, if you've got high levels of sulfur, having something like that butane will help kind of level that out.
So you want butane in the dietary, so I'm like, alright, let's go on to the next one, natural fatty acids. Again, we go into it again. Bam, I'm going to read too much, but we already kind of got the picture, but I'm going to read the substrate hydrosulfur known as a toxic gas, has now attracted attention as one of the most gastric transmitters involved in the reaction of the human body. Has been seen to play the role in pathogenesis of many chronic diseases. I'm just sourcing up just to show that. But then again, even then, so again, it goes back to the same bacteria. The component is a different source doing a different study, and they find that the same bacteria are getting utilised to create H2.
That, yeah. I always used to think as well, bro, what is that fucking, you get me, bro? You know, if everyone smelt that person or smelt something that eggy shit, bro, it's like, how the fuck, that, you get me? It's like H2S, bro. Always used to think, how the fuck is that?
Yeah, but you know what though, to tell you the truth though, that could either mean, that you're eating too much madness.
Or you got, but eating too much of that madness, or you got something going on.
Something going on, there's three things then. Something going on, eating too much of the madness, or is your body's telling yourself, like, you need to fix up your diet.
Yeah, 100.
It's telling you, bro, that.
Smelling like that, you're hungry.
It's mad. It's mad. So it goes into the actual bacteria that you have to look out for. So Salmonella, Archaea, Clostridium, bruv, there's so many Fasobacterium, Skeptro. These are all the ops in the microbiome. Several bacterial groups. So this is the source to get the role of hydrogen sulfide in inflammatory bowel disease, because it directly tells you what type of bacteria that you want to make it up. And then we already know the amino acids that you want to try to avoid. Any food source that's got high methionine and all of that, bro, you want this. And chicken, bruv, one leg.
That sound bad.
I might have to go back to that source. No, I'm not going to go back to the source, because that source is another conversation though still. There's a source there, bro, it shows one leg takes you off the roof, like. But anywho, okay, H2S can be removed from the body in three ways: oxidation, methylation, and aspiration. Aspiration to cells utilising it. Methylation, aspiration, however, contribute to minimal H disposal and oxidative sulfur. Okay, oxidative. It's a mitochondrial enzyme in your inner membrane. Again. Let me get to the point. Which can exit your urine. So there's many ways that you can get rid of it. Basically, you can piss it out and stuff. But
after drinking a lot of water and then
should I find it? Alright, cool. No, that'll be it though. But there's many ways. It just showed you methylation. Methylation is a form of converting it into something else.
But if they're a person that's got high levels of it and they drink a lot of water,
it's just overloads the place.
They can't piss it out.
Well, you can, but then again, as I say, it's like once you start overloading it, you don't know what to do with it. That's what it causes. Let's go on to the next one. That's what it causes confusion so much. So again, there's food that's high dietary, but remember, the thing is, I can't just say that this plan will work for someone. That's one thing that I wouldn't say. This boom. But what you could do is whatever works for you, I will find something that's got high in good bacteria producing agents.
Rather
than breeding these microbiomes. That's the red meat, high fat food, what creates these microbiomes. Remember, you got thousands, you got like a percentage of microbiome in your body. 100, they say ratio of 100, you got 80% good bacteria that do good, helps the immune system. You got 20%, 15% of them are bad pathogens, 15% are rendered useless. If you keep on feeding these pathogens, you're gonna outweigh the number. You're gonna put this
The ratio.
The ratio way off, and that's when it causes inflammation.
Yeah.
Then it can, you know what I mean? More sort of, but anywho. And then we know that, look, the bacteria that you want to cater, or when they actually feed, is a bifidobacterium and all these type of names there, but you have to do your research, bro. You know, you probably won't see all the bacteria that you need to feed, but bam, one thing I did forget is a picture of an actual thing that I'm going to speak about after. Plant-based gets the good fats, the nutrient acids, high in there, avocado. This could trigger inflammation as well.
It was like nuts and that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say. You have to look and see what works for you. Stay away.
Fish as well,
bro. That's my finding. High in there, man.
Man, like that sea, what do you call it? What's the favourite thing? I'm trying to remember. Mackerel and that.
But even then though, bruv, like even the fish scent as well, like I ain't gonna lie. I won't even make that judgment. I wouldn't even make that judgment. Yeah. Because it's not. Until I know scientifically, because then again you can say seaweed could do the same thing, and man, you know what I mean, seaweed fans, so still, I ain't gonna make that assumption. But yeah, what the main point of this is, regardless if you get it from, if you're allergic to that and that causes inflammation, don't use that. Okay, fair enough. What you want to do is breed these bacteria though. That's my main point. It's not about, you want to, there's ops and there's foes. Yeah. You need to just pick what size, bro. Yeah. That's it. Let's go. Let's go to the next one. Easy ain't gonna be too long. Again, bam. What did it do? It shows you. Okay, garlic. It might not be for everyone. Bam. But what it does, it breeds what? A before.
They do say garlic good for you as well.
Yeah, well, it breeds a good bacteria that you need. Yeah. Majority of the colon, when it comes to contending with your health, it's gonna be these names. Lactobacillus. You're gonna see these names all day. And the ops, you're gonna see what? The same protobacteria. What's that? That bacteria alone takes sources from protein. That's why I got protobacteria. It's smart. Not smart, but it's dumb because it's not dumb, it's telling you exactly what it does. So my finally, that you're breeding that. Yeah? And then again, disulfide. You know that's probably taking some of that straight sulfur, hydrogen sulfate straight from there, you know. And then there's the other bacteria that is not on here, but yeah, these are the good bacteria that you can see. Not saying that all these bacteria don't do good things, but we know what it contributes.
If you feed too much of that, then you're gonna get certain.
You don't want to overload. All you want to have an overload of these bad boys. That's what you want to overload of. Actually, let's jump on the next one, bro. Bam. How does your gut microbiome impact your overall health? A source. I've been speaking about it for donkeys. I keep on sounding like some parrot. Microbiome, help the microbiome. This is all I talk about because this is what Eazi teaches, bro. So the bacteria of the microbiome, you see how it helps, how it supports the immune system, your brain health, and other benefits going to the microbiomes. Viruses, you should know about it by now. Again, in fact, there's more cells, bacterial cells in your body than the human cells. It outnumbers them by 10 to 1. That's what I said.
More bacterial cells in your body than... Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. So imagine...
Oh, you got more... Yeah, no, I get it now. I'm thinking, what are you chatting about, bro?
That's mad, though.
Yeah. So you got more bacterial cells in you than the human cells in you.
Yeah.
So you must want to be looking after them bacterial cells to make sure your body's good. Basically.
Mad. Yeah. Basically, and think about it. If it
more bacteria than human.
If it paves the way of how your moods and all of that, and even helps with your survival, because without bacteria you won't be able to survive. Yeah. Then that's crazy. Then how much of but we don't consider though. We don't consider. It's crazy. But anyway, I don't want to go too deep because it's definitely, again, humans evolved for millions of years with these millions years with this microbiome. During this time, the microbes have played a very important role in the gut. In fact, without these microbes, you wouldn't be able to survive. The gut has been beginnings in the moment you was born. The first exposure of the microbiome is for the cradle of your mum. New evidence said that the baby is being contacted when she leaves the womb. Bam, 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 bam. Breastfeeding, digestible fiber. You need to go a little bit more deep. Breastfeeding is always the one.
That's why they always talk about the immune system is normally stronger when you do breastfeed.
For longer. For longer. Definitely. definitely for longer as well. So keep the thing going as long as,
Possible.
again, bifidobacterium, digestible fiber, boom, producing short chain fatty acid. This is this is a completely different source, and it's telling you it's telling you what you need for UC. Bam, like it's not like a related source
to that other one.
It's telling you everything you need. Digestible fiber, but then there's different types of fiber. The fiber that you need to be feeding it, which is inuine or resistant starch. So I should have brought it down a little bit more, but we would have been here for hours. You get it? So yeah, helping control your immune system, control the brain health. Bam. So look after your brain health. Sort out your microbiome, bro. Okay.
Is that more on the microbiome?
Okay. Effects on the microbiome. The microbiome can also affect your body, play a role in intestinal disease like irritable bowel disease, syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease, bloating, cramp, abdominal pain, gingival spirits from gut, diabosis. Yeah, diabosis is just a irritated gut. So anything that's going wrong, we call it diabosis. Yeah, if I pronounce that right. This is because the microbiome that produce a lot of gas, chemicals, which contribute to the symptoms of intestinal discomfort. This is a completely different source that talks about what we just explained.
But remember, like I was saying to you, the person that wants the CMOS that I was chatting about, they got that IBS as well, bro. So this is something they should watch as well. Yeah,
bro. Like I said, bro, easy herbs for the world, you know. And again, however, certain health bacteria can also improve the gut. Certain bacteria, again, the same names keep popping up, brother, which are found in probiotics.
Yeah, them probiotics and some yogurts and all them type of thing. Yeah.
Probiotics is, I used to be taking them. I promote that all the time. I promote it. The thing is with probiotics, people is a little bit wary.
But have what certain type?
You're just feeding yourself bacteria.
Yeah.
Your gut is already made of this. You're just feeding it. You're not even, so there's no, I have to look a little bit more to find out if there's any allergies. But I don't think, how can there be allergies? Maybe, might not. I won't say so. But you're just introducing these bacteria. You're putting the scale back up. In probiotics, if you need it or if you want it or not, introduce that. The ratio has to be 80 to 15.
Have a high level of that inside.
You know, again, helps with sealing gaps between intestinal cells and preventing leaking gut syndrome. Bro, this is the answer. Again, interestingly, this is one of the answers, yeah? Recent study, 50 people, microbiome, this is all TMM, that's of course trimethylamine and oxide, I can keep on speaking about. When it comes to eating other animal food sources, TML is potential risk and high risk, it attacks your microbiome. You get it? So TML is a chemical found contributed by blocked heart, leading to heart attacks and strokes. TMMO, yeah? I don't even know why they even put that there, but the gut microbiome that may benefit the heart. So they sort of say that producing good bacteria
for the gut is going to help your heart stay healthy.
Yeah, it's going to help certain bacteria species in the microbiome that also contribute to health disease by producing unhealthy. I was reading that, I was thinking, this one's saying certain unhealthy species of microbiome can also make, like I said, methionine is produced, trimethylamine and oxide is produced by bacteria. So you feed the bacteria, don't worry about UC, you can worry about bloody thingy, you can worry about blocked arteries, high cholesterol. Where is it? Where did it say?
Heart attacks and stroke.
Yeah, heart attacks and stroke. So don't worry about bloody, if you keep on feeding bad bacteria, you're going to be coming down with mad stuff. Certain bacteria convert choline and L-carnitine. I spoke that on my channel. Both of which are nutrients found in red meat and other animal-based sources. Anywho, microbiome, I already spoke about that. That's one of my debunks on bloody how meat shouldn't be eaten. But anywho, you can go into that one. And again, it talks about cramp, abdominal pain. I just can't keep on just talking and stressing it a little bit more. I think we could have read that one before, so let's rock and roll. Easy's kind of like, Easy kind of like.
This one then, that's the last slide.
Yeah, the last slide?
That's the last slide, bro. Yeah, that's the last slide.
Wait, man. Jesus.
That's the last slide.
Why don't we
finish it off with that message though still as
Jeez, yeah, I left it with one thing, yeah. So So really, yeah, we can read the last one. So really, okay, however, certain bacteria improve gut health, certain bacteria, yeah, so basically, my thing, for my presentation, sadly that it had to end there, you know, because I did, you know, but I think what you can take from this information is bacteria is our friends.
Yeah.
And we need to acknowledge them. We need to actually start feeding them before you actually start feeding yourselves.
And the right balance is key as well.
Right balance is key. But the good have to always weigh the bad. You can't provide a good, healthy lifestyle or balanced body if you just keep on feeding the pathogen. The good is going to have no source to create energy from.
Any kind of balance at all. But that's you see, like I say, bro, with my thing, I'm lacking as well. Diets and that, all of that as well. But even within all the madness, I still try and have certain, I can say, try and balance it out with certain good stuff to come in, do you know what I mean? And like I was saying to you before we even came, I'm in the right place right now to get some of that goodness. So
Yeah. You have to
I need to at least keep that level or up it, not even up it when I'm, like I say, when I do my next thing or whatever. So, but main point as well, even like to people just on the layman's kind of term, look after your gut, and they're gonna look after everything else.
You can even just buy
probiotics to help. I remember I take them ones that they sell like
I used to get good ones, man.
No, but I used to take, you know, them what's them yogurts? They used to Yakult and all them like things.
Yeah, they're right still, but the thing is with that, with the live bacteria going through your stomach acids, remember it's acidic, acidic environment, so half of those microbiome is gonna get killed off.
Need that a different way.
With the probiotics that I used to get, 50 billion minimum, it was slow releasing capsules.
So it's definitely gonna be
well, it's not 100%, but it's definitely gonna
stronger chance of
don't know if people's on the level. But I think look off blood. Oh, it's an hour, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
It's an hour, yeah. Man. That was the way forward, though. That's what I'm saying, man. I've learned in that thing, bro.
Bruv.
It was an hour 13.
How many people, bruv? Yeah, but yeah. I can't believe the thing look off me now, I know, bruv. Obviously, it would be out on the channel anyway, so yeah. It's bad, that's the end, bro. So yeah, probably half of the people there missed out the end on the live. Sorry about that.
Bro, it's all about when you drop it on thing as well, anyway.
It's a mad thing.
Promote that on there.
But yeah, bruv, I don't know, man. I don't know who's seen the thing, but man, I hear though. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, well, anywho, as the live kind of chopped off on that, an hour in it, but I hope it was an informational background presentation, easy heard. Like I was saying, if anything, there's a lot of people that have different responses to different foods. So I can't sit down and say, oh, you stop eating this, because it might work for them. And it
that's
might.
What I say, yeah, depending on how or what their dietary fucking function kind of is. They can kind of amend that to try and help their situation.
And the diversity of their microbiome, because there's a difference in there, you know what I mean? That's why like ethnic groups do play a big factor in it, because there's a difference in the diversity
I was going to say what they're eating and what they eat.
We can be more acceptable to plant-based than others.
You know, that makes sense.
So it's a little bit deep when it comes to knowing your diversities and understand it, but then diversities and everything, when it comes to it, it all goes back to the microbiome, it all goes back to the bacteria and into your food. So pick and choose, you know, try, experiment, but then it will never hurt for actual putting good life bacteria into your colon and start eliminating stuff. Eliminating stuff. Dairy products is one of the major causes of offsetting inflammation into your for UC. Eliminate that. Bam. Drinking alcohol, whatever. I think I kind of showed all that energy alcohol.
I'm on the other side,
talking
about foods and whatnot.
So yeah, that's why I'm Eazi Herb's gonna leave it though, but hope it's educational, you know, people appreciate it, because you know what, it's soon deep presentations like this, people gonna have to start paying for.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? But Eazi Herb's knocking out, everyone's gone, bing bang.
Big up.